Hello, everyone. Happy to be back with another Young Indian, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Adhya Singh. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Adhya.
Thank you so much, sir. But before I start, I want to start by expressing my sincere thanks to you, sir, for considering me suitable for this opportunity. It's a privilege to feature and share snippets of my journey on such a prestigious platform. I think this concept goes beyond just merely sharing life stories, studies, and ideas. For me, it fosters a sense of belongingness among students, whether they're my peers, younger or older. I think that it highlights that each one of us has our own journey and unique paths that we choose for our careers and for our lives. So I'm really grateful that I'm a part of this, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead.
And yes, so about myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Adya Singh, and I'm 21 years old. I'm born and brought up in Delhi. My alma mater is St. George's School, which is in Alaknanda, New Delhi. So since I was a child, I had developed this love for stage. I loved being on the stage. I loved performing. There was no activity that I didn't get myself enrolled into so that I can be on the stage, whether it was debates, uh, dance, choir, anything that I could get myself enrolled into so that I can be on the stage. Being on the stage basically was it brought a sense of uh, it just completed me. I feel that being on stage literally completed me. And so I had a lengthy list of extracurriculars for myself. Apart from this, I was also madly into sports. I used to represent my school in zonal athletic meets into schools and everything. So with all this, I also knew that I had to manage my studies with all those extracurriculars that are going on. So with this, I used to study a lot. I got a 92% in my class 10th and a 95.5 in class 12th with the stream commerce with maths. The reason I chose commerce was because I was really interested in knowing about the business industries and economies. I anybody in my like nobody in my family has taken up commerce. There are mostly engineers, so it was a really out of the box choice for me. And same when I chose to do my graduation in economics honors degree with my minor degree as commerce and finance. And when I entered Delhi University, since like in class 12th, all we heard was the exposure that students get when they get into Delhi University. So I had the same thing in my mind, and I was flabbergasted to see the opportunities, the choices that students get. And I literally had butterflies in my stomach that either you have to create an impact, you have to be one of them, you have to do all this. So I was really excited when I joined college. First, I got enrolled into the debate club, and then I volunteered for the Economic Society. I did anchoring in the annual Fest Arthazar, and later when I interviewed for a position, I got the media head position in the Economic Society. Simultaneously, I had got the marketing coordinator situation in the placement in the placement cell. Being in a placement cell is another experience because for me it was my first corporate experience, to be honest. uh, I especially during the annual placement fair, when all of us were given 5 to 6 HRs to contact with them, to be at their constant back and call. So for me, it was an out of the box experience. And then later, I became the president of the entrepreneurship and skill development cell. I led a team of more than 10 girls, which we used to conduct seminars. We used to uh, seminars, activities, skill development things, which was the highlight of my college life. Apart from this, I'm really fond of writing. So while I was in the Economic Society, I was also the section head of the economics annual newsletter. So the topic, and I'd written a research article. Our main topic was sustainability and technology, and I had written a case study of Nigeria's sustainable development goals. So basically, it had covered the sustainable development goals that Nigeria has: poverty, health and well-being, education, gender equality. So Nigeria is ranked 146 out of the 166 countries in the SDGs, and it has a score of 54.27 out of 100. So Nigeria has a long way to go currently. Also, I I researched on the articles. And apart from that, I had volunteered in an NGO as the content writing head. The NGO basically focused on health and wellness and all about the environment. So we used to write about that. So I learned a lot from there. I'd also I've also been a part of an NGO cause which takes care of animal, and it's basically an animal shelter. So I have also been a part of that. And apart from this, I also own a blog, a personal blog on WordPress, which is help just one blog away. It's got that title. And right now I have it. It's an honor for me to say this, that I have readers all around the globe who read what I write. And basically, I write about mental health and challenges, some incidents, and all that. And currently, I am exploring my long-term career path. I am focused on gaining practical knowledge and experience, enhancing my skills in business and management. I've been involved in various projects and initiatives which are allowing me to apply my knowledge in economics and develop a deeper understanding of the industries. This approach has helped me stay productive, and I continuously learn and refine my skills as well. So that's that's a part of my introduction.
Okay, so you didn't try to go directly for a master's degree.
No, sir, I haven't really thought about it. I think that I'm more interested and I'm more inclined towards gaining practical knowledge. I should learn more about business and finance and management. So I think I'll first gain some experience and then I'll apply for my master's program.
So, what's your plan, if I may ask? Or if
So
you
plan,
don't have one, it's okay.
so career plan, you mean?
No, for the next year or so.
So for the next year or so, I'll get some experience, some practical knowledge, gain some experience, and then I'll prepare for my masters. And I really hope that I get into a good college. And
Yeah. So, but
yeah,
how will you get this experience? You're looking for a job or?
yes, sir, I'm looking for jobs and interviews. I've applied to
Okay.
a lot of
And,
places, and I'm hoping for a positive result.
okay, but you said you were in the placement cell, so that didn't attract you, or what happened? Just share with us if you want to.
Sir, actually, all of us were given 5 to 6 HRs. So the HRs that I was contacting, they weren't hiring in the role that I am looking for. I'm basically looking in project management, analytics, and market research. So I haven't seen an opportunity that is suitable for me. So I am searching, and I had emailing and everything has helped me. So I'm
Okay. So
doing
you
that.
aren't looking for a job, you're looking for a particular kind of job.
Yeah, I'm looking for a particular kind of job
And that takes time.
because I have. I'm sorry, sorry.
No, go
Actually, I
ahead.
had my minor degree in commerce and finance. So I really like that subject. So an economics and commerce background, I think it makes a powerful duo. So I would like to explore more in
Okay,
this
fine. And,
path.
all right, good. I'm sure you will get it. Now, what happened to all your co-curricular activities? Which one of them is still with you?
So my writing.
Writing. So,
Yeah.
and you write about mental health. Can you share with us something that you have written?
Actually, it was a privilege that one of my articles got featured in a college magazine under health and wellness. So, should I like read it out of what I've written and what was
Tell us
published?
about it, what you wrote. You don't have to read it out. Just tell us what you wrote.
It was basically about the characters that a person plays in front of the whole world. So basically, what a person does is a person is really different in different peer groups. Like a person is very formal when he's in a professional place, informal when the person is with the family, friends. So I believe that a person has a lot of, I would say, a person has a lot of faces, and the traits that the traits that the person shows in front of everybody is basically what they lack in themselves, because they think that if they don't have this particular trait, suppose in job interviews, if I don't have that particular trait, I will most probably be rejected. So people so people lie about it. They create a parallel image of themselves that they excel in this. So it's basically about that it's okay to be yourself. It's completely okay to be true to yourself and who you are and what you do, rather than creating a parallel image of yourself that you don't even resonate with. So I
Oh,
think it's a really important thing that people really need to understand that. Yeah, so
okay.
this was the article that was published.
All right, fine. I get your point that if you fake it, you will regret it.
Yeah.
You will, don't fake
You
it
will
because
be able to make it till a point, but after that, uh, it's not your true self. So
uh,
you will be not doing yourself a favor in the end.
yeah.
I feel that.
Right. Any tips you have for people now in 11th and 12th, or your decisions were all very smooth? There
No,
was
sir,
no
my
confusion.
decisions were not really smooth. Even I have hit a lot of rock bottoms when I was choosing things, when I was planning for the things. Like even after graduation, I graduated this summer from Kalindi College, and I was also confused that which career path should I choose, because I didn't want to choose anything in hurry that I'll regret it later. So my main advice is, like, I believe in two words: pause and reflect. It's really important to just take a minute and pause and think of what you want to do, what you want in your life, what you want, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and then reflect on those things. That if you want to reach here, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to gain this particular skill. It is really important for you to understand that the minute you start this activity in your life, whether, and all the things that I've learned in college, I've literally, there were moments when even I had to take a deep breath that maybe I can't do this, maybe I can't do that. But i but again, pause and reflect is really important. Then I decided that no, maybe my goal, where I have to reach, I have to gain this particular experience. So it was very helpful for me. So be true to yourself, be true to the things you do, be true to your goals. Get out of your comfort zone, a bubble that students have when they enter college, because college is not as confined as school. Nobody knows you, you have to make your own place there. And whereas hard work, the most important thing is hard work. There's no substitute to hard work.
Hmm.
So you have to work hard and be true to yourself. That's it. That's, I think,
Okay.
the main advice.
Okay. And you said you wanted to be on stage for whatever
Yeah,
reason. So how important is that?
I think it's still really important for me
Uh,
because, like I said, that being on stage was like a part of me. I got a sense of self that wow, people are listening to me. I'm doing good,
yeah.
and it was a different experience for me. I don't know how, but it just being on stage felt like it's my home. I really want to continue something that, and if you're in a room and then there are 20-25 people sitting in that room, and then you're speaking something, and 20 to 25 people have their eyes on you and they're listening to you. So for me, it's a great deal. And for reaching that, I think it's like one of the best feelings and things for me.
All right. Wonderful. Anything else you want to add here?
No, I think that's it. I've
Okay.
covered most of it.
All right. Thank you, Adya. In case you since you have covered everything you wanted to say, let's end it here today. And thank
Yeah.
you for coming here and explaining that. Look, it's possible if
Thank
you
you so
true
much
to
for
your
having me.
heart. The message I get is that if you are looking not just for a job but for a particular kind of job, because that's the only way you can be true to yourself, then
Yeah.
if you can hold on till you get it. I mean, not everybody can have perhaps the patience or perhaps have the resources to hold on, because if you need the money, then you need the money. But in case you can manage, then hold on and let's see what you actually get. Because do you feel optimistic about yourself, or how do you feel?
Sir, mostly I think that after graduation, a sense of self confidence is something that goes a long way.
Okay.
I have, if I'm frankly speaking, I mostly get 10 mental breakdowns the entire week. That what am I going to do? What if I don't get this? What if I don't get that? But then I believe that I'm a big believer of hope and of the supreme power. So I think that I can do whatever I can on in my behalf, and the outcome I don't have the control over the outcome. So I just worry about what I do, what I learn, what I have
Mm.
studied.
Mm.
uh, I just brush up my skills, and even if I feel the most demotivated one day, I promise to myself that the next day when I wake up, I will start with a new start, and yeah, that's it.
So do your best and don't focus so much on just the outcome,
Yeah.
right? But you are focused on particular job, so you are focused a little bit on an outcome.
Sir, everybody has dreams. Everybody has some aspirations that they want to do this, they want to achieve this. So since I was a little girl, I had big dreams, big aspirations.
Okay.
I was always a dreamer.
Okay.
So if I don't try, even if I'm being, yes, the world is cruel, the world is practical, but if I don't try even a bit towards my dreams, then what kind of dreams were I having? I just
Okay.
that.
Okay, fine. Let's end it here today. I'll be back
Okay,
with another young person or an expert. Bye, everybody. I'll be back soon. Bye, everyone. Okay, bye bye.
thank you.